Hi there, folks. It's Mandy from Kemp Freehold. I am coming at you from my mother-in-law's car outside of the discount grocery store, or restaurant supply store, rather, with great discounts. But I didn't want to make this video where the kids could overhear me, so bear with me. It's a little unusual spot, but I wanted to confess that I screwed up our budget this month, like last month actually. So I'd like you to learn from my mistakes. So we had had a surplus, and I started buying some things. They weren't unnecessary, but we didn't really need them at the moment. But I was like, well, $100 here and $100 there. And you know what they say? Small leaks sink great ships. So while I didn't use all of our savings, I did manage to mess up pretty badly as far as that goes. So what I'm doing this month is I have this neat little budget book that I had bought. That it's a workbook off of Amazon, and it has your projected earnings, and it has your fixed budget, or your fixed bills, and then your variant bills. What are those called? Anyway, the bills that fluctuate. I'm just having a moment. Anyway, and then it has your totals, and it figures that out. And then it has a spot, which I really like, for debt repayment. And it also has a spot for every day writing down what you spent. So I've been sitting down every day and writing what I've spent to keep a better handle on that. And I really hate taking care of the budget because I hate conflict. And when Matt and I first married, the only thing we really fought, well, one of two things we fought a lot about was money. I would be really, really stressed about how much money we had, but then I wouldn't tell him no, or we have a budget or anything like that, because I really don't like conflict. We've gotten a lot better, but I still have this hesitation to deal with it. So this is all on me. You know, Matt would ask me, could he make certain purchases? And I was like, sure, we got it. Well, we did have it, but anyway, so some things that I'm doing in order to make up for that difference. I had all this stuff that I had gotten at an auction because I wanted a certain thing in a box, but they made you buy the whole box for, a couple bucks. Well, in those boxes were some valuable items that I had no idea. They're not super valuable, but each, little piece of pottery is $5 here, a few dollars there. So I am going to list them on eBay. I listed some comic books. I had these graphic novels that I had since I was in my early 20s. And I really, really loved them, as a teenager. But they don't really espouse the kind of values that I think are important or good. So there's a lot of questionable material in them. And rather than have the kids find them, and I'd been wrestling with getting rid of them anyway. So I listed them, and, they're selling. I've got bids on those. So that's one thing I'm doing. Another thing I'm doing is really looking at how to bring down our electric bill. Our electric bill was way more than I expected because they had another rate hike. So I will probably be canning the the meat from one of the freezers and going down to one freezer instead of two. Just because, it's got to stop somewhere. And then I'm also going to focus on my soap making. I have scents that I already bought, so I might as well go ahead and make them, use them, and sell them. Just get them out of the way. And these are just some things that I'm doing to try and mitigate that kind of disaster. I'll check in with you at the end of the month, see how I did with keeping up with the budget, but these things happen, and it happened to me, and even though I know not to do this, I still do it. So if you want to hear more of my nonsense, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.